I'll start with Julian. The run at the end of the third quarter, obviously huge in terms of getting you guys some separation. How important was it to have someone kind of lower down on the bench, I guess, step up in those moments?
Yeah, and I think Julian's going to get credit for scoring 15 points. I thought he held water defensively, too. That was a big deal. You want to keep an offensive player out there, but they have to be able to handle their own on the other end, and he did. We didn't have to change schematically, defensively, because he sat down, moved his feet, and guarded. And then, obviously, him being able to stay out there because of that, 15 points in 19 minutes. Yeah, I mean, it's funny thinking about Game 5 and Game 4. You know, Game 4, their role players make threes. Game 5, Dort makes threes. Tonight, we had a guy step up, make some shots, and then our main people were so complimentary. And obviously, in the fourth quarter, to win that quarter after what's happened the last two games says a lot about our guys and the fact that they can bounce back from anything. And I keep saying that. So, I don't know. We just keep finding a way. We'll go play another Game 7.
Coach, another game where you have an 8-point lead going to the fourth quarter,
Yep.
and this time, and you talked pregame about getting time to rest Jamal, and you did rest Jokic as opposed to last game. Can you just take us through the thought process of why you sort of changed things up and how that worked for you?
Well, it's going to be one or the other. Like I said, last game I kind of kicked myself for not taking one of them out, and Nikola seemed body language-wise like he wanted to sit for a second. The beautiful thing was I had 4 timeouts again. I know it didn't work out last game, but that does let you control your substitutions. And those guys held water, to start that quarter. So this was an incredible team win. Small thing, I know Michael's been struggling. Mike made it 2 early threes. It kind of loosens up the floor a little bit. It allows you to play in space much easier for Jamal and Nikola. And then obviously Julian in the second half. So you had 2 guys make impactful threes where you're allowed to play the way we want to play offensively. And outside of the end where we turned it over, I thought we took care of it pretty well throughout.
What did you see from your guys' backs against the wall, facing elimination, 2 heartbreaking losses to be able to come out and get a pretty dominant win today and force a Game 7?
Same thing I always see. Yeah, I mean, those losses were tough, but, I mean, it was 3-2. The series is still here. I've said this, I know it's cliche, but every game is its own chapter. It's its own thing. It's its own entity. And different people are going to step up, just like for them. They've had people step up in Game 4 and 5. And tonight we had that team that did it. And now you put yourself in a situation where, hey, let's go see what happens on Sunday. And I know I got a group of guys in there that have been in a lot of Game 7s, seen a lot of things. So we're excited for the opportunity.
Coach, over here. Resiliency is a word that's often thrown out about this team over and over and over again. Just where are you seeing that in between games, just in terms of their approach, in terms of their willingness to pick each other up kind of between games?
Yeah, hyper-focused, hyper-honest with one another. And I think more importantly, hyper-honest with themselves. And I think if you are that way, you can bounce back from things very quickly. People that find excuses and point all over the room usually lose and fail. And this group is not that way. They're tough-minded. They know they can be better each game as an individual or as a teammate. And that's who we've been for a long time. And what that means for Sunday doesn't mean you're going to win or lose. I don't know. But I do know this. They'll be mentally prepared because they'll spend tomorrow thinking about how they can be better. Schematically, we'll talk Saturday. And we will throw this saying, man, we will be ready to roll on Sunday. I'm very excited for the opportunity because of the people I'm about to do it with.
Couple things. First, Aaron Gordon was grabbing the hamstring late there.
Yeah.
What's the concern level there?
I mean, at this point, I have no idea. It would be high, obviously. I mean, Aaron is one of our guys that he's the reason why we've won games and won series and have a banner hanging up in there. So it's really nice to have 2 days, obviously, for all the guys to, have treatment and all those things. But I haven't gotten a clear answer. He'll get checked out. But I mean, having 2 days off, I don't think you guys realize, at least the people that cover us do, wow, like this has been a marathon. So the guys in there look like they were happier that they have tomorrow off than they were going to a Game 7. So it's going to be really nice. But to your question, it's nice to have 2 days to get guys right, going into a Sunday matinee. So, yeah, concern for Aaron is so high. He's played through a lot through this whole season, so we'll see where he's at.
And then, obviously, I'm sure Jamal could use the extra day as well.
Yeah.
not feeling well. What do you think about what he was able to give you, especially considering the circumstances?
Yeah, shout out to the training staff and our medical staff. I mean, he woke up. There was a high likelihood he may not play. And, you get the IV in you, you get the meds in you, fluids all day. And I kind of was watching the first 6 minutes like, is this real? Can he do it? And I thought he had good energy and good juice. There was a couple times where he really didn't want to go back to get the ball because he was so gassed, having a hard time breathing. But that's Jamal Murray. It's almost like the worse it is, the better off it's going to be. And what a tough-minded man. Now I can say that. I mean, this guy's a dad and shows up, finds a way to play, and gives us 25, 8, and 7 in a elimination game.
Coach, we heard all year, I mean, you mentioned it, it's a 72-win team going into this round, and we know how good they are.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be deeper and all this. It's still going 7. How have we gotten here with you guys, with your, trying to find your legs and everything? How are we getting to a game 7?
I think just for us, just like the Clippers series, it's just all about trying to be in the game late. This was different because we had, I guess you could say, control of it in the fourth quarter, which has not been the case throughout the playoffs. It's been about us staying close enough, and then for our main people to close it out. I don't have an answer for that other than I only think about my own team and the challenge of playing great teams. It's just being consistent mentally. And again, I've said this throughout the series. What they did this year is incredible. They've earned the home court on Sunday. And on the flip side, we've earned the right to go down there and the opportunity to try to beat them in a game 7. So this is what it's all about. A team that's done it all year long, a group in there that's hung a banner. I would tune into this game.
Two things. First, a point of detail. When did Jamal give you the thumbs up?
Gotcha.
Yeah. And second, how good do you feel going into game 7 with Joker on your side?
Yeah, Jamal was right before the game. I had a better feeling the closer we got to the team meeting, which was at 32. He could just see in his face a little more color, like he was kind of coming around. And you know how this is. Like, if these guys, even a slim chance, why not try it? My worry more so was once I knew he was going to play is how long was he going to play? And he played 42 minutes. So he obviously was ready to roll. And game 7, Nikola is such a special player. You're right. Having him on your side is so important. But beyond that, the group, and I'm going to keep saying it, it's not just the wins we've had, the big wins in the past. It's the losses. And going into this what it feels like. And if they jump out on us early, that we can still sustain. And if we jump out on them early, it doesn't mean anything. It's a long game. So we understand that. It's a process-oriented thing in a game 7. You have to work your way through it. Very rarely is it like the Clipper game, then first round. If it goes that way, that'd be great. But yeah, I just think our mentality, our overall mentality should help us play in a really tough environment and give ourselves a chance to win. Yep.
Jamal, can you kind of take me through your day? You're obviously listed as questionable on the injury report this afternoon. Were you ever questionable in your mind?
No. I woke up, was feeling it. Went to the clinic, got tested for a couple different things. It was negative, so happy about that. But I was always going to play in my mind. So I'm glad we got the win. Give ourselves some life and a chance to win the series.
What symptoms were you dealing with, and how much did you feel like it was bothering you? You had to fight through it during the game.
Everything was kind of bothering me, but kind of once the game starts and the team needs you and adrenaline kicks in, you see a couple shots go in or whatever, you just kind of suck it up and then get through it. So.
How much do you enjoy these back against the wall type of games? You've played well in them.
I'd rather be up. I don't know. We've had our fair share. I think it just adds to the character that we build and experience. Chemistry, the trust, another big word. I just think, with that being said, I think we can do a lot better job of being the first to throw the punches and just be up.
Just how happy were you for Julian Strother to have that moment?
Super happy, man, because we all know what he's capable of. You know, he just kind of needs to see the floor and get his rhythm, get some time in, you know, not foul and stuff like that. But I mean, you can see how he can impact the game real quick in a high pressure moment. So it was just really good to see him catch that rhythm, show that emotion, and get everybody going. I really felt like he, even if, even when they kind of came back or had a run, like his energy really set the tone for us. Everybody kind of realized what was going on, and we were able to just build off that kind of energy. The crowd got into it and everything like that. So it was just, I think it was just a snowball effect, and we all played better after that, to be honest.
And just following up, I asked DA about resiliency and just where that kind of shows up in between games. Just you guys are so well known for it overall. Just where do you think you guys show the resilience? Like, where does that come from, and how do you build that? Is it something that you can?
Just from being down all the time. You know, it builds, like I said, it builds a lot of character. You know, you get to find out about not just yourself, but your teammates, and that sets you up for the next time you guys are down. And then that you guys fight through and you build something else. You maybe figure something else out, and then sets you up for the next time. And just over the years, we've kind of caught a rhythm of playing from behind. So, like I said, I think we just need to turn that same energy into hitting first and bringing it. You know, not waiting to see what happens or working us up into the game or waiting to get hit first, stuff like that. You know, I think we do just a better job of hitting.
Anything else?
Jamal, you've had a lot of game sevens in your career, but this is going to be the first one on the road that you guys have had. Does that, yeah, because the other ones were in the bubble, neutral site. Does that bring any?
Play Portland at home? Play Portland at home?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Does that bring like an additional challenge at all? Just having
I think
to
to
go
the group,
barn?
I think just getting everybody ready. You know, it's a lot of fun because there's no crowd for you. You gotta stay together. You gotta bring your own energy. You gotta go in the right mindset, and I think it's just gonna force us to be more together, build more trust and stuff like that. So I think it's a great opportunity. You know, we beat them there the game one. I was gonna say something. I had to burp. I think it's gonna be a good challenge. It'll be fun. The crowd will be rocking, energy will be high. So you know, it'll be a fun matchup and a fun environment as well.
Coach said he thought that the group in the room might have been almost as excited about 2 days off as getting this win. It just looks that way. I asked you after Game 5 how confident you were about Game 6. With 2 days off and with Joker on your side, how confident are you going into Game 7?
No, 100%. I mean, just like I said, that mindset of wanting to go back to OKC, which is crazy, and finish the game out there. So it just we used the 2 days off as motivation to go out there and play hard today. So that was good.
All right, cool. Thank you, Jamal.
Thank you. Yeah.
Nikola, oftentimes you never know where a win is going to come from. Just how surprised, how happy were you for Julian Strother to have the moment that he had in this game?
Yes, I mean he was amazing. He was amazing. He had big points, big moments in the game, a big rebound or one or two. Yeah, it was a great game for him. I think CB played really good. Jamal played really good, and our defense was really good. I think most of the game. So I think that's why we won the game.
Nikola, how would you describe the way this series has evolved, and what are you expecting it to be like in Game 7?
I mean, it's interesting. I think some seems like I think this is the first time we had the lead even in the last game, and they took it. In the end, I think even Game 4 we had the lead, and they took it. This is the first game that we kind of had the lead, and we finished the game. It's interesting, It's hopefully it's gonna be a close one.
What did you think about the tone that Jamal set, especially considering that he wasn't feeling well going into this?
I think that doesn't really change anything. His approach is going to be the same. So he opened the game really good for us, and he set the tone. But I think it was his illness affected him at all. So when you play the game, I think you don't think about what you have or whatever is the problem you have.
Nikola, in the second quarter, you guys had the lead and kind of slipped. Aaron and Peyton came out and they drew a bunch of fouls, and that got them in the bonus and got a bunch of fouls on those guys. How do you feel like the aggressiveness in drawing those fouls tonight helped you guys get control of the game?
Definitely helped me. You know, I think this is the first time we didn't have offensive fouls in this series, so that's helpful. They were good, you know. I think they're attacking the downhill, not just to score. I think because we know they're coming, they're protecting paint. You know, we can get open looks and shoot them. You know, getting downhill is something that will help us a lot during this series.
Nikola, what goes into whether you would rather start the fourth quarter and just keep playing the entire second half, or no, it'd be better if you rested just a little bit?
To be honest, I don't know. Sometimes it just feels maybe I should just play, and sometimes I don't know. It doesn't really have a pattern, you know. I think. I really don't know. I really don't have an answer for that.
Nikola, Isaiah Hartenstein was saying in Thunder's locker room after that he felt like you guys were setting a little bit more off-ball screens over the past couple games, and that you found a little bit more of a rhythm with that. Do you feel like that has helped open things up for you a little bit scoring-wise the past couple games?
Yeah, probably yes. You know, I think it's. I think we played through me a lot, and we said cross screen. When I'm handling the people setting screen for me, I'm sending screens. It's a post up catch and shoot. So I think we have. I mean, it's a. It does. I think that's how we play, and maybe we played. I didn't know this, to be honest, personally, but I think we probably did a lot to help us.
Nikola, how often are you and Coach Adelman talking about different things, different schemes, offensively, defensively, and how much do you appreciate him going to you for that input?
To be honest, a lot. He even when we are texting, even when I see something, I don't have I can just ask him a question what he thinks about it, and I think we have a great communication and relationship. So it's been good right now. I don't know.
Nikola, how much are you looking forward to having that extra day off between now and Game 7, and how much good is that going to do you guys?
I mean, hopefully we're gonna rest a little bit because we're playing 7, 6, 13 really hard games in not back to back, but like every other day. So hopefully we're gonna have some rest and get ready for the game.
Nikola, I think if my math's correct, these two teams have played 10 times this year, and you both won 5. How much difference is there between these two teams in your mind, and
between us and OKC
and Thunder? And I mean, how evenly are you matched, and what will it come down to in Game 7 to determine the winner, as far as you're concerned?
Probably defense. I think probably defense details. Rebounding for us, especially because how much they're attacking the glass, turnovers for us. Depends how the games will open up. If we slow down and if they start running, I think it's depends how the games opens up. Because they want to push the pace, they want to drive and kick, they want to find open looks. And we kind of want to maybe a little bit slower game to get open looks differently. So it's I think it's interesting to watch, and I think the details is gonna defense box out turnovers. That's gonna probably decide the winner.
What does it take just for you guys to kind of be as comfortable as you are playing from behind in a game or a series? Is that something that is just all of the years of experience kind of added up, or why are you guys kind of as comfortable as you are in certain situations?
I mean, last 3 games we were up, but I think we're just being in situations like that, knowing that we can get back in a game no matter how much was. If you're losing by 30, it's hard, but if it's like 10, 15, I think we know that we can come back. We just need to be focused and disciplined. Just being in those situations, being together in those probably experience, I will say that. Pleasure, like always.